Medieval India, page number 108, chapter number 10. Mahmud Begra or Mahmud Begara. The successors of Ahmad Shah continued his policy of expression and consolidation. The most famous Sultan of Gujarat was Mahmud Begara. Mahmud Begara ruled over Gujarat for more than 50 years, from 1459 to 1511. He was called Begara because he captured two of the most powerful forts, Ghars, Girnar in Saurashtra, now called Junagadh, and Champaner in South Gujarat. The ruler of Girnar had paid tribute regularly, but Mahmud Begara decided to annex his kingdom as a part of his policy of bringing Saurashtra under full control. Saurashtra was a rich and prosperous region and had many fertile tracts and flourishing ports. Unfortunately, the Saurashtra region was also infested by robbers and sea pirates who preyed on trade and shipping. The powerful fort of Girnar was considered suitable not only for administering Saurashtra but also as a base of operations against Sindh. Mahmud Begara besieged Girnar with a large force. Though the Raja had only a few guns in the fort, he resisted gallantly, but to no avail. It is said that the conquest of this inaccessible fort was due to treason. The rulers of Girnar had forcibly taken the wife of his Kamdar minister agent who schemed in secret for the downfall of his master. After the fall of the fort, the Raja embraced Islam and was enrolled in the service of the Sultan. The Sultan founded at the foot of the hill a new town called Mustafabad. He built many lofty buildings there and asked all his nobles to do the same. Thus, it became second capital of Gujarat. Later in his reign, Mahmud sacked Dwarka, largely because it harbored pirates who preyed on the pilgrim traffic to Mecca. But the campaign was also used to raise the famous Hindu temples there. The fort of Champaner was strategically located for the Sultan's plan of bringing Kandhesh and Malwa under his control. The ruler, though a feudatory of Gujarat, had close relations with the Sultan of Malwa. Champaner fell in 1454 after the gallant Raja and his followers, despairing of help from any quarter, performed the Johar ceremony and fought to the last man. Mahmud constructed a new town called Mahmudabad near Champaner. He laid out many fine gardens there and made it his principal place of residence. Champaner is now in ruins, but the building which still attracts attention is the Jama Masjid. It has a covered courtyard and many Jain principles of architecture have been used in it. The stonework in the other buildings constructed during this period is so fine that it can only be compared to the work of goldsmith. Mahmud Begara also had to deal with the Portuguese who were interfering with Gujarat's trade with the countries of West Asia. He joined hands with the ruler of Egypt to check the Portuguese naval power, but he was not successful. During the long and peaceful reign of Mahmud Begara, trade and commerce prospered. He constructed many caravansaries and inns for the comfort of the travelers. The merchants were happy because roads were safe for traffic. Though Mahmud Begara had never received a systematic education, he had gained considerable knowledge by his constant association with the learned men. Many works were translated from Arabic into Persian during his reign. His court poet was Uday Raja, who composed in Sanskrit. Mahmud Begara had a striking appearance. He had a flowing beard which reached up to his waist, and his moustache was so long that he tied it over the head. According to a traveler, Barbosa, Mahmud from his childhood had been nourished on some poison so that if a fly settled on his hand, it swelled and immediately lay dead. Mahmud was so famous for his voracious appetite. It is said that for breakfast he ate a cup of honey, a cup of butter, and 100 to 150 plantains. He ate 10 to 15 kilos of food a day, and we are told that the plates of meat patties, samosas, were placed on both sides of his pillow at night in case he felt hungry. Under Mahmud Begara, the Gujarat kingdom reached its maximum limit and emerged as one of the most powerful and well administered states of the country. Later on, it was powerful enough to pose a serious challenge to the Mughal ruler Humayun. Thank you everyone for tuning in. In the next part, we'll start with Malwa and Mewar on page number 109. On your screen, you might see and find some videos that are of the same playlist. Do click on them and look at the other previous videos that we have made for the same chapter, and also the videos for advent of Portuguese and how it all started in medieval India. With that, we have one more playlist for you that is for modern India, and do watch it. Do let us know your comments in the comment section below, and hope you have a very great exam. All the best for that, and stay tuned and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you everyone.